To our wildfire coverage right now, and it's been 4 months now since the historic campfire raged through Butte County. As the rebuilding begins, the humanitarian effort continues.
Rescue groups have been capturing hundreds of cats many people thought had died when their homes burned to the ground. But as KCRA 3's Mike Carroll reports for us tonight, many have survived and now they want to get home.
We have 218 cats that we're trying to find their owners. These animals are coming in and they have PTSD. They've been out there for 4.5 months. They're traumatized.
All the cats seen here were captured at night in traps at feeding stations like this.
Generally, our feeding stations are on properties where owners have lost a cat, so we're also looking for their cat.
In addition to food and traps are cameras documenting what is happening in paradise at night and the household pets that survived the campfire.
It's just amazing. So many that are trapped inside the house. People just don't even look because they're pretty sure their pets are dead, and they're not.
Because we're finding cats up to 8 miles. We found one that was like 10 miles from its home.
Around paradise are 150 stations like this.
A lot of them made it through, even cats that were locked inside during the fire.
Amy McFarland's family lost their home and volunteer here, hoping to find their 2 cats.
It's been 4 months of rain and snow and ash and struggling to survive. I think a lot of them are pretty desperate for their families.
Once here, cats are scanned for a microchip or given a chip, photographed and posted to their website.
At least 700 cats that we've recovered at this point. Reunited 153 of them.
Unclaimed cats are sent out for adoption. These are going to Reno. And for the feral cats who have been caught in the wild but came from the wild.
This cat we realized was a true feral, and so it got fixed, got all its vaccines.
Bye, buddy.
And then we let it go because this is where it lived.
In paradise, I'm Mike Carroll, KCRA 3 News.
Volunteers have more than 1,200 cat owners contact them still looking for their cats. One thing they do want to stress is to get those microchips. As we've told many times before, that lost pets are so much easier to be identified and just kind of reunited with their families.
It's amazing to see how many of those cats come out at night looking to see where their owners are.
Yeah.
On this Valentine's Day, a very special Valentine from the Sacramento Police Department to a brave young man.
KCRA 3's Mike Carroll explains how officers made his dreams come true.
Good afternoon, Officer Miller.
11-year-old Miller Greenfield dreams of being a Sacramento police officer.
Yeah, I just think that they joined this profession for a reason. They want to help people.
Sacramento Chief of Police Daniel Hahn made that happen.
Miller, at 11 years old, with all the challenges he's facing, he wants to be like them, so they jump at that chance.
Miller Greenfield has dystonia deafness syndrome, had a stroke when he was 4 years old, has had 9 surgeries, and is one of only 7 documented cases in the world.
I've never faced the challenges he's facing. If you talk to his parents, he smiles and is happy every day. I'd say that's the hero.
What we really want to do is see Miller enjoy life and do exciting things.
Like being in a hot pursuit, the crime, stealing donuts. Recruit Miller put on the cuffs.
That I get to protect my community.
Great job, buddy.
Great job, Officer Miller.
And throughout the day, all of the day, Sacramento Chief of Police Daniel Hahn was there.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Makes some of the hard times a little easier.
Also, this is not Miller's only day with the Sac PD.
So 19BR1 is his academy. I told him that. We'll be waiting for him at graduation to graduate with all his recruits.
And knowing that Miller has some more health issues coming up and potential neurosurgery meant that this would be something for him to look forward to in June.
Recruit Miller Greenfield, Sacramento Police Academy 19BR1.
Oh, absolutely. He's part of this class. He's got to graduate with him.
Miller Greenfield, a brave young man, standing with other brave men and women, all facing big challenges.
If things were different, this is exactly what Miller would do in the world.
At the Sacramento Police Academy, I'm Mike Carroll, KCRA 3 News.
They will forever change his life.
That's what it's all about for those police officers too, right?
Yeah, it's so good. And I love that Chief Hahn just kind of swung the doors open and said, come on in.
There you go.
Welcome you. So great for them.
An emotional day for a family in Rockland as they watched a tribute run for their son, fallen Rockland officer Matt Redding. KCRA 3's Mike Carroll talked to Redding's parents and those running about what today meant to them.
Thousands of people gathered this morning to honor the legacy of Rockland police officer Matt Redding, who had only been with the Rockland PD for 4 years when he was killed in the line of duty in October 2005.
Well, unfortunately, Matt got killed by somebody who was drinking and driving as well as texting and driving. And Matt was a big opponent of drinking and driving.
Matthew just loved what he did, and they loved him. That was his helmet.
Matt was also on the SWAT team, where it is now a tradition that on the first day of training, new people wear Matt Redding's helmet.
We always have it with us in the van. It keeps Matt in our memory.
This morning, John Redding tried on his son's helmet.
I know what that helmet means. I know what it meant to Matt to make that team. When our son went down in the line of duty, we just couldn't move forward without remembering him. And so my wife and I and the local community started a foundation.
Run Rockland has raised more than $150,000, with proceeds going to the Matt Redding Scholarship Foundation to help students studying for careers in criminal justice, the fire department, medicine, and the military.
I applied for the scholarship, and so that's just going to help me pay for books and my housing.
Sierra Bedrin wants to major in criminal justice and psychology when she starts college this fall.
Acts against other people, I just want to help people find closure with those.
These recruits with the Sacramento Police Academy also look to carry Matt Redding's legacy forward.
Seeing the people that I, might have to protect and serve someday, it feels good to be out here.
And as the runners crossed the finish line supporting Matt Redding's service, his father, John Redding, was there supporting their service.
Lives are important. Matt Redding's life was very important.
In Rockland, I'm Mike Carroll, KCRA 3 News.
The clear weather has been a welcome relief across the valley, certainly up in the Sierra as well. Roads are clear. Folks are heading up to the snow.
At Donner Ski Ranch, the slopes are packed with snow and the lot up there is full. But as KCRA 3's Mike Carroll reports, more than 50 of their winter workers will need to leave, and now the now hiring sign will be out once again.
This is a season that we only see every couple years.
Best year I can remember in at least 20 years. The road coming up is like driving through a canyon of snow.
Over 500 inches.
45 feet total, I believe.
On the ski slope, 10 to 12 feet of packed snow, and skies are finally clear.
It's nice to finally see the sun.
The winter is too much winter. This season is too much snow.
Mayra Blasco is crucial to Donner Ski Ranch. Mayra is one of over 50 students here working summer jobs.
It's my first time abroad.
Summer jobs because Mayra is a student from Argentina, where her summer is our winter.
With people from Peru, Argentina.
Ideal work for Mayra because her college major is English.
So I wanted to improve my English. I need to talk more.
But now and over the next month, the summer workers like Mayra will have to leave to go back to school.
Because I need to come back to get my exams.
Meaning that Donner Ski Ranch and all the resorts in the Sierra are accepting applications.
Somebody will call you back pretty early because we're looking for people to help operate, late season.
For Mayra Blasco, a great winter and a great summer.
Every student needs to do this. It's a very good experience.
And it's going to take a long time to melt this year.
At Donner Ski Ranch in the Sierra, I'm Mike Carroll, KCRA 3 News.
Well, Donner is taking applications right now. They're expecting to be open every day through April, probably switching to weekends when it gets to May. All of that depending on the snow, of course.
Looks great up there, doesn't it?
Sure does.
To our wildfire coverage now, and recovery efforts continue in the wake of the Camp Fire in Butte County.
About 2,000 animals were displaced when the fire started back in November, and some of them are still at the 4 animal shelters across Chico. Today, KCRA 3's Mike Carroll went back to one of those shelters to check on the animals.
Clearly, this dog had an owner at least at one point in time.
Tamara Yates and Sarah Richardson.
He was in the fire zone, though. These little raw spots on his ear are burns that are healing.
Have both been part of the volunteer rescue effort for the hundreds of household pets displaced by the campfire.
It was chaotic. It was animals and people and crates and everyone trying to do the best for the animals in a very, very challenging situation.
Of the almost 1,000 displaced and lost dogs and cats that were being cared for at the Chico airport, now only about 200 remain.
We had 60 cats come in. So this is our adoptable cat room. This one is from the fire. It's because we still have people coming in every day looking for lost pets.
Now, over 2 months after the campfire, the unclaimed pets are becoming available for adoption.
I had not planned on getting a dog. I just wanted to help. Yes, you're my girl. And I'm sorry, it's gonna make her cry.
So he needed a name, and he just became Rudy.
This is the fourth shelter Rudy has been through since being rescued from the fire zone.
Now they've been released, so they're available for adoption. So I think there's a pretty darn good chance that Rudy's gonna end up with me.
These volunteers also know that anyone watching this story could say, "That's my dog."
No, it would destroy me. I mean, and I will tell you, because the day before I was able to adopt her, I lost my 19-year-old dog. The planning, we didn't, you can't plan for those things. So we've been healing each other.
From the ashes of the campfire, new lives.
He is a happy dog.
In Chico, I'm Mike Carroll, KCRA 3 News.
There are 4 shelters involved in this ongoing rescue effort. The Chico shelter says it has received a lot of donations of food and medical supplies. But again, it just kind of goes to show how many people and families those fires have affected, and these animals, you hope that they get put with some homes.
A couple months later, too, it's one of those things I hadn't thought of yet, but I'm glad Mike did that story.
Yeah.